Here we go, son.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now it's Jackson on the move to his left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, right back to Herbert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. Fields being chased out left. He's got the connection to Moore. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 53 yards. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Jackson now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Here's a give to Herbert. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're just across the midfield stripe. Here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw is Fields. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Fields rolling to his left. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on third. Here's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the point after try for Santos. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jackson out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. Dobbins trying the left side. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. A handoff for Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields steps away. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down.
Easy.
Here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. The Raven offense.
Boy, the wrong button, boy.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it was strictly for pride.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball pop.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Edwards. And they'll get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So the final
Damn, I hit the wrong button, man.
More victory. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to them a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but the...
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff.
Let's go, let's run that back.
Like in the scruff, the hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a C.
You fucked up. I need one run back.
Work in Rio, it's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her another day, another another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper.
Hey, with the bear.
About family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's speeches. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be.
Fuck my headset is, man.
This whole game is takeable if I want it.
I talk shit. Talk to this nigga here. That was bullshit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately,
Man, I hit the wrong button, man.
25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Man, wide open out there, man.
Right to the air is Jackson. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win.
To my V Slayer.
A characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They'll run. It's Herbert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A shotgun snap. Fields forced out to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Moore, the man in motion. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kari Blasingame. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Don't jump, ready?
Herbert powering up the middle, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Herbert. Rock Ya-Sin there to make the tackle. And they're going to speed things up here.
44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. On the move to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Here we go on 4th down. Fields rolling to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the give, this is their fullback. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. Out to his left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Fields steps away to his left. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert
Taking it in from the 20.
And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And quickly they get to the line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Jackson now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the...
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A throw over the middle, taken in. Give them 32 on the play. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 32.
Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Jackson rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
At the Bears 1-yard line.
Once more, Edwards. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Deontay Foreman, 81 yards. And the Bears
I ain't talking shit, nigga. I can hear your ass.
That is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
His shit must ain't work.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this
Bubble.
one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Dancing to his left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Down the left sideline. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down. Here's Foreman. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Deontay Foreman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears' decision to go for it picked